Alright, what's up everybody? We're back with more of Avadon 2 The Corruption. We're in Fort Foresight now, so let's explore. What else, since we talked to the main people, Ayetsu being one of them. This fort is filled with soldiers, all dressed in the typical armor of the pack. Then a horrifying SWAT monster taps you on the shoulder. As you draw your weapon, you notice the small pack insignia on his shoulder. He is another soldier of the pact, adorned with heavy camouflage of mud, grass, and twigs. He withdraws into the shadows and motions you over. He moves silently and never in the open, always looking about. Corporal Laris, 1st Cave of Scouts. As he introduces himself, he looks over your shoulder at the surroundings. Why are you dressed like that? To blend in and hide. It would be very handy if Ayetsu would let me out of the fort. I need to scout and start laying some traps. His disguise looks impressive. If he'd lay down on a riverbank or hid up in a tree, you doubt you'd notice him without carefully looking. Why aren't you out scouting? Commander Etsu. She won't listen to me. What do you think of Commander Etsu? She's good. Detail focus. More importantly, she stays sober. Would be good back behind the lines, but not out here. Too literal-minded. Won't listen to me. That's a mistake. Hopefully she'll live to regret it. Why won't Etsu listen to you? I'm not from Avadon, plus lack of imagination. Avadon ordered her to keep us outside, and she thinks we draw too much attention to ourselves if we did as I suggest. The way I see it, Avadon didn't order us to be suicidal. We should and could do much more. Since she won't listen to me, he stares at you with a raised, muddy eyebrow. I'll trust her judgment. Standard Avadon arrogance. I hope we don't all pay for it with our lives. He turns and walks away. Laris is still decked out with mud and foliage. When you go over to him, he nods, silently acknowledging you, and crouches down to smear fresh mud on his boots. Why'd you motion me over? Why do you need to scout and make traps? I should be out scouting the area and laying traps and securing an escape route for the fort in case things go real wrong. Why do you need to scout and make traps? You see the whites of his eyes as he rolls them at you. You had to fight your way to this fort, right? We're surrounded by hostiles, more of them every day, I think. Esu won't let me out to keep track. It's only a matter of time before they prepare. We should prepare. Prepare how? Line all the avenues of approach with layered traps, spiked pits, buried mines, and a few other tricks I know, and secure an avenue of escape. He points at the river. We need more boats. Many more boats. Right now we are totally... He uses the cave, a term you don't recognize. You suspect it means very vulnerable, but in an obscene way. I can go talk to her. Do that. It's for the good of all of us. He nods and walks away. Okay, let's see what happens if we do talk to her about it. I talked to Laris. He has ideas about how to better... Ayasu cuts you off. Yes, he's complained repeatedly. Normally, I'd allow it. However, my orders are explicit. We must keep our presence here as quiet as possible, not draw any attention. If I let him start digging trenches or build a fleet of ships or whatever else, every wretch, ogre, and worse Tawan in the area would think we are here to fight. The answer is no. Don't ask again. Come on, I want to talk to you again. What the heck? I talked to Etsu about your ideas. She still says no. He spits on the ground. A lot of good soldiers are going to die because of her. I hope I'm not one of them. He turns and walks off toward the river. Alright, guest quarters. Although Fort Foresight is very rough and rustic, they have made sure to have luxurious guest quarters for any important visitors. Like this woman. When you enter, she sets aside her cup and pen and rises from her couch. Her guards start to search you, but she waves them away. Peace, warriors. This is the honored Malik, ascending hand of Avadon. Have no fear. As a guard fetches you some tea, she says, Welcome, I am Falana, full Daramite, representative of Hanvar's Council. I am glad you stopped by. I wanted to speak with you. You are a member of Hanvar's Council? I am so honored. I have been chosen one of the 3 Daramites on the council. I learn, I travel, I vote. I do what I can to embody the true spirit of the pact. Who chose you? The people. Well, they chose their mayors. The mayors assembled and chose me. So the people chose me indirectly. But it happened in the Daramite way. Daramite ways are odd, but I like how you govern yourselves. She laughs gently in a way that only projects cold certainty. Lovely, but you realize your opinion does not matter to me. Why are you here? Well, funny thing, I was looking through Avadon's ledgers, and I found that lots of money was disappearing. Turns out Redbeard was diverting the gold to build this place, without the formality of consulting with the council. Intriguing, yes. How could I resist coming and finding what was going on? Did Redbeard do wrong? How can he? Laws don't apply to him. He can do whatever he wants to whoever he wants. On the other hand, the people who actually provide the gold sometimes like to find out where it goes. Out of curiosity, you know. What have you learned? Very little. Ayatsu spends far more time smiling and nodding than providing information. Of course, I am used to this behavior from servants of Avadon. How long is your term for? Durant members serve for 5 years, at which point the mayor is gathered to cast new chits. I've been selected 4 times. I currently serve my 17th year. The true spirit of the pact? Yes, we Daramites believe the pact should strive for honor, for transparency, for laws, and for nobody to be above those laws. Not even the mighty hands of Avadon. No, Avadon can only function if it is exempt. Ah, so nice that you act as I expect. Much easier for me that way. You wanted to speak with me? I did. She sipped her tea. It's been interesting. Everyone here has been all at Twitter about your rival. Very exciting. So tell me, why are you here? She reclines back in her chair and smiles disarmingly. You suddenly start to feel nervous. Standard patrol, the Taiwan border. Her eyebrows shoot up. Really? Your mission's so secret and important that you lie to the face of a full member of Hanvar's council? Oh, this is intriguing. I assure you that your efforts here now have my undivided attention. Thank you, Malik. Very helpful. Is there anything I can do for you? Counselor Falana tilts her head to one side. The service of a hand offered freely? No need for a bribe? How odd. To answer your question, yes, there is something you can do. You will receive no payment. Avadon will gain no favor. It is simply something you can do. That is reasonable. Then do this. Something is being built in the cellars, right below my feet, and the fact. I can feel the vibration, sense the magic. Something large is being constructed below. I want you to see it with your own eyes and describe it to me. That is all. You haven't seen it yourself? Ayatsu will not let me below, and she will not answer my questions. If you want to turn aside my increasing anger, you should find an answer to my question. You met Falana, a member of Hanvar's Council in Fort Foresight. She asked for you to learn something for her. She said that something large is being built in the cellars roughly underneath her quarters. Go downstairs, find out what is being built, and tell her. You sneak a peek inside Counselor Falana's lockbox. It's interesting that neither she nor her guards stopped you from coming back here. Unsurprisingly, you find nothing of value. Some pens, blank paper, clothes, a pipe. Nothing incriminating, of course. Okay, where do I find the entrance to wherever you want me to... I don't want to talk to you. There are two hands sitting at this table, leaning forward and whispering about something. When you get close, they get very quiet. When you walk away, they give you a respectful nod and return to their plans. This is a small shop where a tinker works to sell minor supplies and repairs to the hands and eyes that pass through. A small Doramite man runs up to greet you when you enter. Welcome, hand. I am Timon. I am so pleased that you could stop in. I can trade with you at any hour. Don't be afraid to wake me. I am here to serve. How'd you come to be here? Well, I'm not a true servant of Avadon. I am but a shopkeeper. However, I was able to convince the eyes who planned this fort to give me exclusive access to the bold hands who pass through here. Avadon doesn't hire shopkeepers? Timon seems confused. Why would they do that? Avadon always hires outsiders to do menial tasks, leaving the true servants of the Black Fortress free to keep us all safe. You convinced an eye to let you open a shop here? How did you do that? Ah, I made a very good case for how my services were the best, both in price and quality. What else would I do? Give a bribe, for starters, but you're too polite to mention it. Timon is still tending to his little shop. He stands a respectful distance from you, but he is ready to leap forward the moment you need assistance. Have you had trouble getting supplies out here? Some, I'm afraid. The basics, like wheat and wood, have been easy. There have been a few higher quality items, however, that have been difficult to find. Pity. I would pay well if someone could bring certain things to me. Maybe I can help you. Could you? If you did, I would compensate you for the minor effort. I've recently had a request for a fine steel chisel and a new hoe. Also, I need a set of bellows for my forge. I'd like to do some shopping. Of course. I can trade for useful equipment you find on the road. I also sell items both mundane and remarkable. What do you have that's mundane? Timon sells equipment to hands and eyes that pass through. His prices are fair. Ripping off servants of Avadon is a very bad idea. What do you have that's remarkable? Ooh. So he does have elixirs. Something I want to sell. I don't need anything else. Alright, I'll be going now. Please return again if you need something. Timon is the industrious merchant of Fort Foresight. Sometimes he asks travelers to help procure items that hands and eyes have demanded. He is currently in the market for a fine steel chisel, a new hoe, and a set of bellows for his forge. Okay, so at least he sells elixirs that we can take advantage of. This box contains dirty clothes, tools, and a few scrolls covered with scrawled notes. It all belongs to a hand named Xander. Oh, interesting, because my hand in the first game was called Xander, but with an X instead of a C. So that's funny. One of those notes is interesting. The path to the Escape Lord grows warmer. Evidence that he was heading for Serdica, then turned away. I slip over the border tomorrow, looking to learn. I take my horn to identify my corpse if I am lost. It's the last note he left. There is no date. How come I can't open this one? Oh. Yeah, Yoshiro was just in the way. That's odd. I mean, the other NPC NPCs should be able to open stuff, regardless. Browse the woods. The Browse Woods are one of the 2 contested territories in central Linnaeus, lands whose ownership is claimed by 2 states in the pact. These woods are between Kalimdari and Hoklanda and have been the cause of much bloodshed since the Black Age. The woods themselves are not particularly valuable, unlike the contested lands to the south. They are a thick forest full of wild beasts and the occasional bandit tribe. The Kalim and the Hoklandans are proud peoples, each of which has made the fervency of their claims on this forest very clear. In past years, Avadon would arrest or otherwise neutralize politicians who try to stir up violence between the 2 nations. The sack of Avadon changed things drastically. Now nobody's able or willing to force Kalimdari and Hoklanda to keep the peace. Already their soldiers have began to gather at the borders of the wood. If nothing is done soon, things may get very ugly indeed. Okay, I was hoping she had new dialogue regarding that. Yes, no, but apparently not. This is the training hall of the fort, where the warriors who are stationed here improve their skills. A blade master is in charge. Warriors of the cave make the best trainers. They are the most unforgiving of failure. She nods to you. The traveling hand. I am pleased you stopped by. I am Hand Briand. Ayatsu told me to provide you all the help I can. I have a few items that might be of use. You are the trainer here. I am. The few soldiers we get, I beat them into shape. Every Avadon outpost has a trainer. Is this your current stint as a trainer? Yes, it is a great honor. Also, it's nice to be the one doing the hitting. Why are trainers so important to Avadon? To be a hand, or eye, or heart means to always be learning, seeking, improving. The Farlians are always seeking any weakness, any weapon that could destroy us. We need to keep up. Brienne highly throws javelins at a target dummy. Need anything else, Malik? How can you train me? She inspects you with a practice eye. I must admit, your skill is already greater than mine. I can't increase your power, though with time I could help you to refocus the strength you already have. I can retrain you. You are the trainer. What is retraining? Sometimes as you gain experience, you may find that you have been trained in ways that no longer work for you. I can help you refocus that skill in different ways. Brienne can enable you to respend all of your skill points, putting them in different skills and abilities. You won't lose any levels or experience. Be warned, if you take her offer, you will need to completely retrain that character. I don't need that. You are content with your knowledge? I am pleased. You have something for trade? Ayatsu has trusted me with the artifacts of value trusted to the fort. Not mundane stores, but the rare possessions of Avadon. I have both scarabs and a handful of blessing stones. The stones are, I don't know what they are exactly, totems. Little blessings you can carry around with you. Carry them, not own them. Not own them. Artifacts of Avadon are loan. When you die, your scarabs and totems will be passed down to your successors. Let me see the scarabs. Brienne will forfeit let you pay to use some of Avadon's precious artifacts. After your death, Avadon gets them back. That Scarab Warfare looks pretty handy. Calling Scarab. Vibrating Scarab. Yeah, let's take all of them. Let me see the totems. Parry Riposte. Ooh. Some of these would be good on some members, but I don't have enough money now. I don't need anything else. Alright, wait. Oh. Can I sell something to you? No, I don't deal with junk. Go talk to Timon. I don't need anything else. Alright. Okay, so there's a staircase here. Elixir of recovery. That would be good if I was running a rod instead of a staff on Yannick. But I prefer staves there for more damage. Alright, what is it that Timon wanted, by the way? Because I know we can get his stuff in the area. Find a chisel, a hoe, and bellows. Alright, that's just a spoon. These are the sellers of Fort Foresight. You're surprised by how built up they are. A huge portion of the effort of building this fort went to digging out these tunnels and shoring them up with logs. Granted, storage space is very important, but you wonder what down here justifies all the urgent effort. Several turrets have been placed in this hall to keep intruders out. When you pass through the door, they all swivel to aim at you. Then they click ominously. Well. Fortunately, we have characters that can disarm just fine. Although it is annoying that Tinker Mage can only disarm these if he's in melee range like that. Alright, Steel Halbert. The locker is full of tools. There's a lot of hammers, picks, and Tinker Mage gear. Nothing that seems useful to you. I could have gone in here for that. I forgot. Wait. I thought I did go down there and get that. What the heck? There's something I missed down here? Maybe a switch on the wall or something? Oh, yeah, there is. The slimy tunnel narrows to a 3-foot wide crevice. At the end of the crack, you see a window. You slide forward and peer through it. What you see on the other side was intended to be a storeroom. Deep, dank, and mostly disused. Then it was remodeled. Mages built a portal. Craftsmen dragged down an old gilt chair to serve as a throne. A rug was placed to the north of a rusty drainage grate. The chamber oddly reminds you of Redberry's Hall back in Avadon. It looks like Fort Foresight has expended considerable money and effort to build it. Interesting. Okay, so we did need to find that secret passage then. I saw what they are building below, a hall for Redbeard. Counselor Falana tries to appear calm, but you can see how angry she is. Of course, a large, magically charged, extremely expensive installation for the ego of a man who almost never leaves his fort. Thank you, Malik. This has been most instructive. That is all. She wasn't lying about the lack of a reward. What do you think of Avadon now? I think they are arrogant. I think they ignore the law, the council, and anything resembling the will of the people of Aeneas. At least thanks to you, I know exactly what the money diverted here was spent. If you have hope to turn me into an ally of Avadon with your effort, rest assured that you are farther from your goals than ever. I'll take my leave. Well, that was that. Well, I feel like that, there wasn't any way we would, have won her over anyway, clearly. So I don't know if, telling her the truth in the beginning would have mattered even that much. Well, we completed that for Hart Callan, even it was futile. But where do I find a chisel out again? I'm trying to remember. I know I saw a chisel somewhere. Okay, we got a hoe. You know what? I'm not even going to make a joke about that. Yeah, it was somewhere in Frozen, I think. Might have to search a bit, but yeah, there is definitely a chisel. That's why I wasn't carrying those items from the get-go, unlike a Vernum. Because you can get them in the quest area. I'm just trying to remember where exactly I remember seeing a chisel somewhere. We also have to get a set of bellows too, which I actually know where that is as well. Or where I can get those easily. I could have sworn I saw a chisel somewhere. Like just lying around in the area. Wait, what's that sinkhole where we found something? Yes, here it was. Yeah, I knew I saw it here. I knew I saw it somewhere. I know exactly where to get bellows as well. You usually will find them by forges, but there does happen to be a forge in Avadon. So we'll head over there real quick. We should also go ahead and talk to Hart Callan since we weren't able to win over Balana, but I'm pretty sure she was going to be like that regardless. If I'm being completely honest with it here. This is where you find some bellows. I could go ahead and train them too while I'm here, but I'll wait. I dealt with Counselor Flana. She refuses to aid our cause in the future. You tell Hart Callan everything you learn. Unfortunate. We really could have used the lever control over a council member. At least now we know that we will have to deal with her in a less friendly way. Thank you. I will have another storeroom unlocked in Nicodemus's workshop. I'll make sure Redbeard knows of your little intrigues. He will appreciate it, I assure you. You have helped to make Avadon stronger. Is there anything else I can do for the good of Avadon? No, if I send you sniffing around too many members of a Handvar's council, they might start to realize what I am doing. Then you will probably be assassinated, for starters. Best to be silent for now. Okay, was that all for the Avadon one? Okay, I think we completed Hart Callan's part of that anyway. So cool. Fleetfoot Scarab. Ooh. Let's put this one on Kalita then. Actually, put this one on Kalita too. Actually, let's put this one on Kalita. Put this one on Uchiria. Put this one in Yoshiria too. So far, Alkander is the only one that doesn't have any like scarabs I've given him. Which is it's whatever. Oh no, not the contested lands. We're meant to go back over to where we were before. At least we can complete the scavenger hunt quest for now. I have what you need. Timon takes the items, examines them, and nods. Yes, these will do nicely. In return, I'm sure Ayatsu would be pleased if I gave you quality equipment for your mission. He gives you a potion and a scroll. Oh, he must have gave me another elixir. Okay. And another group heal. Do you need anything else? I am so glad you asked. An alchemist is coming to the fort, and she sent word ahead of what we needed. A fine ornate bowl, a beaker, and a pipe. I think the last one is for amusement. If you can get those things together, I will compensate you fairly for your time. Okay. Oh, oops, I sold quite a few of the ornate bowls. Oh, no, I have a bowl here. Okay, so I'm glad I didn't sell anything yet then. Now we just need to find a beaker and a pipe. I wonder if we can find those in Trozen really quick. And then we can head on to our main mission. Okay, so we have the ornate bowl. Okay, so it's not going to be in here. I know I see them frequently around, so I'm hoping to find one really quick and just get this quest done. Alright, we can't take his alchemical stuff. So I wonder if he's selling anything we can... Okay, no, not from him. Okay, we have a pipe. So yeah, fine ornate bowl, a beaker, and a pipe. So we just need the beaker now. Any luck with that lock on the in the workshop? Give me more time, I'll crack it. Okay. Anything I can buy from you? Where the heck would a beaker be? You know what? Now that I'm here, though, let's go ahead and look at our house. You step into your lovely new home on the river shore. The windows give beautiful views in either direction. It needs a bit of sweeping and some furniture, but it promises to be a beautiful retirement home. If, of course, you thrive long enough to retire. Where the heck do I find a beaker? Maybe we should look into that dungeon really quick that we were at earlier. You know, this Tinker Mage workshop. The tools. Okay, well, there's also chisel there that you can grab if you need it. Maybe we should check Avadon again just for the heck of it. I mean, I'm in no rush to hop to the next area quite yet. Go ahead and get this scavenger hunt quest cleared out. So at least I didn't sell my other items right away and got that Ornate Bowl. See if we can get another beaker real quick. Could have sworn there was a beaker. Somewhere in Avadon, I could just... Yeah, we can check Avadon real quick. I mean, it's no problem at all. Okay, so yeah, I'm just looking for a beaker here, so if you want to just disregard me looking for all the stuff, then that's perfectly fine, honestly. I'm just back in Avadon just to make it a little bit more convenient for me. Yoshiria is walking slower than usual. Visiting the interrogation room has clearly disturbed her. Kalita has noticed it too. The Blade Master experienced torments of the hall firsthand. She gives Yoshiria a reassuring pat on the shoulder. It doesn't help. What is wrong? Yoshiria looks at you. Sometimes it wears upon me. The power we have been given to make anyone, anywhere, be brought here. It is too much. I should not be trusted with it. Neither should you. A powerful place. What worse nightmare is there than for another to see all of your most private thoughts? Truly, it is a chamber of nightmares. It is a place for our enemies. Not always. Avadon consumes the innocent, too, from time to time. Kalita, for example. Does the justice outweigh the injustice? I don't know. We should think on it from time to time. And then she is silent, alone in her thoughts. Okay, so we did get a little exposition here, but I'm just looking for a dang beaker. I know it's supposed to be mostly in the quest area, but geez, where is this? Where can I find a dang beaker? I just want a dang beaker. There is a turret here placed to rain deadly crossbow bolts on an intruder at a moment's notice. Then you notice that it is behaving erratically. The crossbow twitches slightly from one side to the other, emits an odd humming noise. An occasional spark flies out of the machinery. A small plaque on the leg once read, "In case problem, reports Craftmaster Nicodemus." These words have been scratched out and replaced with, "There will be no problems." All good and well, but I just wanted a dang beaker. Okay, you know what? I am backtracking quite a bit, so let's just head back over to Trozen for now. You know what's funny? If I just moved on to the next section, I probably could have just found it easier. We're gonna have to go through all this mess. Alright, you know what? Screw it. Screw it. Let's just find a beaker on our quest here. I'm just wasting way too much time here. Let's head over to Sertica. And I will save the game right here, and I'll see you all soon with the next part.